Welcome back to the Billabong Pro Pipeline. It is time for the final. Tyler Wright takes on Carissa Moore. What a classic. Tyler finishing number 8 in the world last year. Carissa Moore, runner-up in the showdown.
And as we see this year unfold, we'll have to keep an eye on that. I haven't seen it pan out yet. I mean, the veterans have been cleaning up the board with the youngsters so far.
This is where you want to see who demands the first wave. It'll go to Tyler Wright. Sweep off the bottom. There's that classic grab rail that she loves to go to. Hard section to deal.
As far as the chess game goes, as far as the mental part of the game, Carissa is being tested a little bit right now. But the good thing for her, there's 27 minutes nearly left, so she's got a lot of time.
Tyler looks so incredibly focused. Her boards from John Pizell have been looking fantastic. So she'll settle for one move. Carissa's turn up and out. So Tyler running down the reef and just didn't quite find the second bonus section.
I feel like Carissa is the queen of patience. She's the ice queen. She can sit and just really do the work when she's sometimes sat for 15 minutes. Looks like Tyler's having a sniff.
Tyler Wright has a bigger wall than her start, but that'll shut down immediately. And priority goes to Carissa Moore. Rolling into this one, we have Carissa Moore. Has the speed, beautiful bottom turn, snaps it. Nice and tight in the pocket. And starts that carve nice and early. Smart decision over the shallow reef as she will get that roundhouse out of the way.
Carissa just wanting to get something on the board here. I love this first turn. Slash in the pocket. I almost thought she was going to try just jam this end section, but goes for the roundhouse cutback instead. Let's see. I don't think they're going to call that a completion, to be honest.
Yeah, both these surfers, surprisingly, for the first time I've seen in this contest, a little too far down towards off the wall. Tyler's wave actually had a barrel on it, but she raced towards the channel and actually missed it. She sort of kicked out, or took off and kicked out right where the gap is in the reef. So just a little too conservative with their line as far as looking for ain'ts. It's a tricky little section, Joe, where it's a fine line between getting a closeout and finding that doggy door. It really does look like a closeout. I got a little distracted. I don't know what happened, but that last set had 2 scores on it, and they both misread it just a little bit.
So right there, Tyler losing priority as we look at the final. Continuing, 14:50 on the clock. Here comes Tyler Wright. First turn, nice snap off the top. Power hack right there. Great motion to finish as she got on a roll. Nice clean rail-to-rail work, putting herself in a great position in the pocket.
Well, I want to give props to Tyler. I feel like she's surfing better than I've ever seen her surf. A lot of times she gets emotional and tries to sell a turn.
She looks unbelievable at the start of the season, picking waves that she wants to tear to pieces, and she looks incredibly smooth. Here comes Tyler again. She'll pull in this time. Had a great amount of speed heading into that. Ended up kind of messy. That wave didn't help her out, but the 5 gives her the lead. Carissa now needs a 4.74. As we see Carissa Moore having some wall to work with. Now setting that rail, pulling in. Can she go the distance? She does. Now with all the speed to kick out on the end section. Carissa Moore now turning in her best score so far of the final.
Yeah, she waited. A lot of patience here waiting for this wave. Found the barrel. Wasn't the most critical or deep barrel, but for today, right now, it was a decent barrel. But a missed opportunity with the closeout turn. That would definitely frustrate her. It also leaves a little bit of a bad taste in the judge's mouth. So this score is going to be solely based on this tube ride right here. And to me, it just looks like average. Smells like a 5 to me. What do you think, Laura?
Looked like she just skipped out there when she went to
Tyler's turn. She'll just pull in. Next section is getting nice and mushy, but she has so much speed to push through it. And she trims the end section and stays on her feet. There's the celebration for Tyler. Yeah, you definitely want to have that section stay nice and open, not nice and mushy, but she punched through really well, and that was nice.
A little more exciting, too. Chris's barrel was nice and smooth. Chris's wave was better for sure, but that always impresses the judges when you can break through and get through those critical sections.
Carissa Moore, a 7.17. So seeing some serious separation there from the previous high mark of a 5. Remember, still waiting for Tyler's last. Carissa up again. Nasty little tube. Somehow she works her way out. She'll get clipped on the exit. Ross, what'd you see here? Any point in taking this wave?
It's like I said, both these surfers are used to getting big scores in heat.
Pretty tough to get a big score when you're not on a set wave, isn't it, Ross?
Absolutely. On a day like today, again, it comes back to getting a juicier wave.
Here comes Tyler. She will end up just be left searching on the inside on wave number 7 for her in this heat. Now she's got pocket 5s. That was enough to take the lead off Rip. Carissa's win in Rio last year. There's no canned answer. It was pure elation as we watch this. A lot of drive for Carissa Moore. One big section as she greased an aggressive frontside float. Really hammering the lip. Lands with authority, needs a 2.83 single maneuver. Is that enough to turn this final, Laura?
Well, let's have a look at it here. It almost looked like she could have gone for the air, but look, arms wide open and then comes down in the flats. It was really critical, so much speed, but I'm not sure if it's going to get up into the 3s. What do you think, Ross?
I think it will. Again, I think the scale is set a little bit high in this heat, and so they're going to have to stick to that scale. This is a pretty gnarly section. It's got some lip throwing out at her. It's not an easy section to tag.
35 seconds. Carissa, single maneuver option, made that decision to go and was able to get into the lead. Tyler with priority. She's chasing a 6.01, and she pearls on that final opportunity. What a moment as we count this one down, and that is just emotion from so much dedication. After losing the title last year in September, Carissa Moore's back to #1 in the world and the champion of the Billabong Pro Pipeline.